Welcome to your DIY kit, breast milk preservation. We have all these little pendants here, so I'm going to just show you how to fill these, and what I'll be doing is a flush setting. So I have my 5 ml of resin and my 5 ml of hardener mixed in there. That's already pre-mixed there like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add, I've already got some previously preserved breast milk, which has been stored for, oh God, when did I do that? About 2 years ago now. So here we go. So I'm going to take a little bit of my breast milk in there like that. Well, it's not personally my breast milk. It's my friend's breast milk, so she's going to have even more pieces, so she'll be even more happy. So that's in there like that. So all you need is a little scoop. And then we are going to add, here I've got some pearl shimmer. Just going to add some pearl shimmer to that. Remember, be really sparing, because a little goes a long way. You only want a tiny amount. Put a little bit more in there. You only want a really tiny amount of pearl shimmer. There we go. And then we're going to take our lolly stick and we're going to give that a stir. All in together like that. And you can decide when you look at it whether you want a little bit more pearl shimmer or not. I think that's enough. There like that. And there we go. That's all nicely stirred in. It's very important as well to get your resin hardener ratio mix right. You can weigh it in mils, so you can put that on the scales, set it to start, then pour in your resin, 5 ml, then restart it again, so it's back to 0 on the scales, and 5 ml of hardener. Or you can just use the lines on the side of the cup there. So that's already stirred. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to zoom it in a bit. And we're going to fill our butterfly base first. So what we're going to do, we have cocktail sticks here. I might make it easier for you to pop in the resin. But we're just going to get a tiny little amount on our stick like that. A really small amount. And we're going to very, very drop by drop, just drop it into the wing base there like that. For the small little bits, sections, you're better off using a lolly stick. So, sorry, a cocktail stick. So we've got a cocktail stick here. I'm just going to dip that in. And I'm going to do the wing part. There, like that. Only a very tiny amount. But make sure that if any spills over the edges or anything like that, you can just get a little cocktail bud. No, you can get a cotton, but I can't multitask. You can get a little cotton bud and you can just either drag some out if you've overfilled it on your cotton bud, just roll it, or in fact you can just wipe it a little bit if you've overfilled. So this is quite underfilled, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit more, because it only needs a little bit more. I'm going to use a cocktail stick just to drop a little bit more in there like that, and then you leave it to dry. You leave it to dry for this butterfly is actually on a little bit of blue tack, because the butterfly base is quite, the bail sort of gets in the way, so you have to sort of rest it on a piece of blue tack, so it's got to dry nice and flat. So you can have it a little bit domed or you can have it flat looking. And there we go. What you're going to do with that once you've done that is you're going to take a lighter, just a normal lighter, and you're going to pop any of the air bubbles that may be there. And then you're going to come back to that in about 5 minutes and pop any more air bubbles. So there we go. Under this lighting it looks a little bit of a funny colour, doesn't it? But it is actually not, it will be nice pearly shimmery white. So here we have Mummy's Little Angel. It's cute. This one's cute. And again, we're just going to drop a little bit in there like that. This one's a little bit easier. There like that. See, I've put just a tiny little bit too much in there like that. So what I'm going to do, pretend this is a cotton bud and just drag a little bit out with my finger like that. There we go. There's that one there. There we go. There's that one. That looks kind of green, doesn't it? No, don't know why. It's like that. Then we have this fancy base here. Again, can have a little bit more on our stick for this one. We're just going to drop it in centre like that. Very steady hand. It will level itself out. And there's that one there. So I'm working under a camera, so I'm getting bits dropping. There we go. Any little bits that you get drop in, you can just pull them out with a cocktail stick like that. So there, that will set. Now we've got these two bases here. And just the same again. Just going to drop into the centre like that. That's our heart base. A little bit more. There we go. There's that one. Now for this pendant here. And there we go. And that is how to do a flush setting with your DIY kit pendant bases. There we go. I mean, once this light goes off, I don't know whether you can see, but the jewellery itself's not going to be a funny colour. Well, it still looks a bit like a funny colour, doesn't it? But yeah, so there we go. That looks better. There we go. Our pendant settings. And you're going to leave them for about, preferably overnight, but they will be touch dry in 6 hours. So you can touch them, but I would prefer you didn't. And I'd prefer you to leave them overnight, really. But there we go. And there we are. So they're already there to set.